Alright. Power level me.
Okay. I'm gonna power level you through your own mod.
Bam.
Now I have to wait for the damn cooldown, because I'm... Alright, I should probably put Panetti's on a button to use Panetti's. Boom!
Level 2.
So hey everyone, we are in Ceno's Cornucopia Mod. And I have a level 9 character in it. He's got a level now 2 character in it, and we are going to power level him a bit while we talk about what he's done to the game. Which I say like someone who's committed a crime.
I have ruined Grim Dawn, and I enjoyed every moment of it.
That skill's not ready.
3. Okay, so I'm using your occultist, obviously. And I think you gave Electric Flash Freeze one of the best benefits ever.
Yes.
Which, when we get to the reanimator, I can really show it off. But here we can actually hit this hero, which you can really hit heroes in the game regularly, anyways. But you can't hit the purple names. And you guys gave it that ability, right?
Yes. You can't necessarily freeze them,
but you can actually
you can
hit them and debuff them like it should be.
Yes, yes. And I have lost my power level.
I'm up here. I'm blowing things up instantly with Electric Flash Freeze. So yeah, Electric Flash Freeze. Your mod has it over its duration. It will freeze the target periodically, and I don't know if there's an easy way to show that off right now because I have it at 12 of 12, and it just like is a nuke this early in the game, even on veteran.
It's kind of a nuke always.
It really is. Like, it's one of my favorite abilities in the game just for that. Oh, I think I got Faldrus. So, yeah, and I love the idea of it actually hitting, then freezing. And I think that should be how it works anyways. Sort of like Ring of Frost.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and Blade Trap in Nightblade works the same way.
It'll actually hit. It'll actually hit now.
Yeah, it applies a 1 second trap every second.
Oh, that's
neat.
And
then it applies its debuffs and damage.
Okay, so I know you didn't do anything to Panetti's, right? Let's face it, it's perfect, pretty much the way it is.
Yeah, you know, that was the thinking.
And in Calidor's Tempest, I don't think you changed anything there, did you?
We changed Inferno and its Transmuter. Its Transmuter does a lot more damage. It's a 2 second longer cooldown. And Inferno, every value on the skill was doubled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, Inferno is really, really lacking.
Yeah.
And a buff like that to Inferno is actually kind of great.
Yeah. Right now, Cadence is activating on every other strike, which is great.
Yeah, Cadence, I don't know that it, in the long run, would need a buff like that, though. Because early on, that's great, but...
In the long run, the number of hits you need to give it goes up. It scales over time.
Oh, okay, never mind
level.
So you have the option of keeping it weaker and getting the little burst, or...
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And we'll look at all the classes, like, go over their trees visually, but we're just going through the game early to have fun with Grim Dawn. It's okay to have fun with this game.
Yeah. So we're told.
I mean, you're talking to someone who just is putting together an Order of Death's Vigil fanboy class, so... or fanboy character. Yeah, so the reanimator here... Boom! I hit it! And now we get the... Actually, it's showing the periodic little freezes, so yeah.
Yeah.
Boom! I actually hit it.
Yeah, so enemies without complete freeze immunity kind of stutter.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Is instanced loot on, by the way?
Oh.
Am I just like stealing all of this from you?
Oh, no, you're not. It's fine. I have it on,
yeah.
I think.
Alright, cool.
So yeah, down the line, let's look real quick. Mirror didn't change it.
I don't believe so. No.
Because it's perfect. Oh, Iskander's Elemental Exchange. You did a lot of changes to that.
Oh yeah.
So now it has chance of one of the following, and then one of the 3 elementals, flat damage. It also deals elemental damage still. Still has the energy leech, does a conversion, and has the regen.
Yeah.
So it's the random extra little extra bit of
1 element.
Yeah.
So you're guaranteed to do all of the elements, but one of the elements you'll do a little bit more each time. Oh, I can't get this shrine.
Whoops.
Alright, I'm gonna cheat real quick.
Go ahead. No one here is gonna stop you or blame you. Write comments. Right. I kind of wish I had my face cam on for that one, so I could do a threatening glare.
Alright, how many shrines did you have unlocked?
I have 2 devotion points, so 2.
Alright.
I don't know what the second one would be.
Alright, I'm now suddenly a level 9.
Oh, cheater. Definitely not Ceno.
Yeah, Ceno would never do this. So I now have Fighting Form. Do you know what Fighting Form does with ranged? Multiple projectiles.
Oh, neat. Oh, cool. I can see it. Because Fighting Form before was just a damage bonus.
Yeah, and it also had a chance to pierce, and we took the chance to pierce back to compensate.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, Iskander's Elemental Exchange Manifestation, you guys gave it Aether Conversion, but it still does the pet bonuses.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. I actually think it just needed the negative effect removed. Was all.
Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, Arcanist just doesn't have much in the way of pets to begin with, so if you're gonna invest 3 points or even 1 point for pet bonuses on a skill,
Oh yeah, we're going this way.
you kind of want a little something extra.
Yeah. I also think that
extra to give.
something that gives flat Aether for the Arcanist, kind of a good idea. Because they really don't have anything that, despite being the Aether class, they really don't have anything that gives them flat Aether damage to their like weapon attacks. I mean, yeah, they have Calidor's Tempest for close range Aether, but there's no gun Calidor's Tempest concept I could think of where you would maybe use Fire Strike with it. And I leveled. So yeah, oh, I'll pick a second class. I wonder what I'm picking. Demolitionist. So,
Wow, how original.
so I'll just ding a point in flashbangs for now. And then go back to Arcanist and pick up Mirror. Okay, so, yeah. The middle Overload, it looks like you kept it the same.
We buffed it a bit, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers for Overload. It's always tick a point in it to get to Elemental Balance, which looks basically the same as well. At least same in
yeah,
principle.
I think we increased the damage over time percent values, and that's it.
Yep, and in Myvan Sphere, unchanged.
Yeah.
Yep. Conversion unchanged.
Yeah,
Yep.
although I kind of want to change conversion a little.
What's...
I don't know what to.
Oh, okay. Make it a little more, what, sexy, so you actually want to put points in it?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, and then, let's see. We talked about Benetti. So Devastation, looks like it's the same.
Yeah, it should be the same,
Okay.
I think.
We talked about Iskandra's. Yeah, Albrecht's Aether Ray. Probably same functionality.
Same functionality, we buffed Disintegration.
Yeah, you
we
said you increased the both the percent and the flat vitality damage.
Yeah, yeah.
I really do think that vitality, like, that would be the perfect upgrade for what Albrecht's Aether Ray is now, is just that vitality damage going up. Or making the Ray pierce. That's like my dream, but...
That's a topic of conversation, but we don't know if that would be balanced.
See, because right now I feel like it's actually good damage, but because you have to sit and channel, basically build energy regen as a stat, I think it either needs a big damage boost or just pierces, and then it's a perfect ability.
Right.
Okay, so Trojan Sky Shards.
I think the third modifier, what is it?
Shattered Star?
Yeah, I think we improved the crit damage on it.
Okay.
But that's it.
The 2 exclusives. I think you said you improved the damage, right?
Yeah, we improved the damage on Reckless Power and the cooldown reduction in the ultimate ranks, like if you bring it above its cap with plus skills
That's
on Star Pack.
Pretty awesome, because Star Pack's one of my favorites. Yeah, and for Arcane Will, you just took the cooldown out, right? Because that's always been kind of silly. Oh, and reduced stun duration.
Yeah. I don't know if we did take the cooldown out. I wanted to, but I don't know if that change went through.
Oh, okay. Well, here it says it activates when health drops below 75, 4.5 second duration, then the all damage, energy regen, skill disruptor, protection, and stun duration reduction.
Then yeah, it has no cooldown. Awesome. That's what I wanted to do.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. For nullification, 100% chance to disrupt the target skills.
Yep.
Definitely adds value to that ability. That's already valuable. And a mental alacrity. Did you do any changes to that?
We improved its scaling, so it's no longer crap past level 3.
Okay. Fabric of Reality, you added the max Aether and Chaos on. That definitely needs something else on it like that. Beyond that energy absorption, because it's just flat damage passives to me. They're not that great.
No, they're really not.
Like, I say this about, like, Merciless Repertoire as well. It's just damage, and it's like, you need, I think, a little more value to get those things. Yeah, so that's the Arcanist. So let's, go on a little bit, or...
Sure.
Because I think to do this visually, I'd have to go and make, like, a soldier. And a Nightblade, and an occultist.
Yeah. Well, if anyone wants to see what's going on in these masteries, they can download the mod.
That's true. And we can just talk about them.
Plot twist. Soldier is still not as good as having Alexa's flash freeze at low ranks.
You want me to go respec it? Because I can go respec it so you can actually do stuff.
I wouldn't mind, but I don't know. This is some good leveling.
You should see, like, the... Oh, I got this waypoint already. Whoops.
It's alright, I'm here.
Yeah, what? Oh, right. I went all the way up to Flooded Passage.
And you only got 2 devotion points?
Yeah? I think I was just trying to go through the game real quick.
I'm getting stunned for 5,000 years.
Okay, I'll come back and do everything again.
No, I got it. We're good. Because I made Cadence awesome.
Okay. So yeah, Demolitionist. What are the big changes for Demolitionist?
Canister bomb transmuters are probably the big ones. The first transmuter makes you throw 2 canister bombs at once, but they do less damage than a regular canister bomb. Second one is the stun that we're all familiar with, and the third one is a straight damage boost.
Okay. Sounds good, because that transmuter is kind of just... eh.
Yeah.
I mean, I dropped it from my Aether Ray guy.
What else? Oh, Ozoin's Chosen is now an exclusive skill, and it looks round, but it's actually a square active.
Oh, okay.
And it's a buff.
Well, it's square on my screen.
Yeah, like, the icon is round, but the border is square.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't want to redo the art for it.
Right.
I was too lazy.
So while it's active, you just get those 3 damages, and burn damage, and electric damage, and all damage, and energy regen, and all that stuff.
The flat damage is applied in an area around you, kind of like Knight's Chill.
Oh, okay.
And then everything else buffs your character.
And I love the duration.
Right, yeah.
Is that kind of a thing you gotta do to get it to work?
Yeah, because we couldn't do the flat damage around you and everything else. Did you already find Isaac and stuff?
No, I did not do Isaac. I think I grabbed up those 2 devotion shrines in, Burial Hill and the one in Foggy Bank.
Uh-huh.
And then that was it. I still have Vyloth on my list.
Oh, nice, so I can get an inventory badge.
Yeah.
Lovely. I am using the transmuter, a new transmuter for Cadence. Cadence now has 2 transmuters. And what this one does is make it do a lot more damage, only for melee weapons. And the extra targets from fighting form is applied in an area of effect around you.
Okay.
In 360 degrees.
Neat.
So it just hits everything as long as they're nearby. It's a good time. Well, that works.
So one of my favorite new things to do is, like, when I see enemies on the other sides of walls that I know you can attack through, just kaboom, and everything's dead. Yeah, so let's go kill Vyloth then. So, Demolitionist, we can look at while we're in town real quick, though. So let's see. Flame Touched and Temper. I think they look...
Didn't change. Temper now gives you defensive ability.
Okay, that makes sense. Blast Shield?
Unchanged.
Okay. Oh, didn't you change it to 75 hit HP instead of 70? Was it?
I don't know if we did.
Okay.
I feel like it was 75 to begin with.
Okay, the Fire Strike line.
Completely unchanged.
Unchanged. Blackwater Cocktail.
Oh, yeah, that got changed a lot. The duration is ridiculous to begin with.
Right.
And the transmuter no longer gives you increased duration because another 2 seconds would not have mattered compared to the base duration.
Right.
All of the damage got improved, and its first modifier, I think the chaos damage got improved, and the armor reduction got improved.
Okay. Stunjacks?
I know we did stuff to it. I don't know what we did to it. We tried to make quick jacks better. And that's about all I know.
Well, I see it has 99% stun duration reduction instead of 100. Did you leave a tiny bit in there?
Yeah, just so you could kind of like mini stun a pack of mobs or something.
Thermite Mines.
Untouched.
Untouched.
Unfortunately. I wanted to touch it, but I had no idea what to do to it.
Okay. We did Canister Bomb. Granado.
The base skill is unchanged. High Impact was changed, but I don't know how. And Skyfire Tornado finally converts the physical on the main skill into...
God, that's so annoying.
lightning.
It does the fire damage in the normal game.
Yeah.
That's something that needs to really be changed in the normal game.
Yeah.
Vindictive Flame...
Unchanged. Ozuin's Wrath, unchanged.
Mortar Trap. Unfortunately unchanged.
It's been changed. It's been made a little stronger and a little bit more accurate.
Okay. Cool. Oh. Okay, let's go... Well, we could hunt down Vyloth, or...
I am down to get an inventory back.
Okay. I was gonna say, or we could heavily cheat these characters and set it to ultimate, and...
And have no gear whatsoever.
I'll give us gear. It's... That's another cheat you can do. That I actually don't do. Normally.
See ya.
I was clicking on... I accidentally clicked your character, and it does the follow, and you went and blitzed behind, and I was just like, following you. That's right, Ceno. You do all the walking for me. I love doing this when you have higher movement speed than the person you're doing it with.
Yeah. Oh, that's one thing we did in the mod. We increased the movement speed cap up to 150.
Honestly, it should really be like that. I mean, movement speed in ARPGs is kind of a godly stat to begin with. I know, but... Still. Alright, you know that.
Ooh, pants. Upgraded pants. Alright, so, do you have any mod questions at all or anything?
Well,
because this was your video about modding.
So I think the only thing I have for you really is for you to talk a little bit about the devotion stuff you did. Because you just put that out today. Well,
Yes.
relative to us today. This will probably go up on a Thursday or a Friday, which would be like 1 or 2 days ago. So, recently put up your second round of modding for Cornucopia.
Yes. In truth, I did very little with Devotion. Adoomgod was the one who made most of the changes. The only thing in Devotion that I handled was making Reckless Tempest not crap.
That is pretty predictable, actually. So yeah, Reckless Tempest is this one right here, the Lightning Bolt. 50 lightning damage, lightning retaliation, lightning electrocute, offensive ability, lightning resistance, electrocute offensive ability, and the chance of 200% lightning damage, total speed. Reckless Tempest, 100% chance on crit, 1 target maximum. So it's basically it's still the same bonus lightning bolts. You just upgraded them.
Yes. And you get more of them when you max it out. I think you can get 5 at once rather than 3 at once.
Okay.
And they slow and do other things. It's a good time. Oh, cadence is so satisfying.
You know, it's satisfying. Oh, you took them all away.
Yeah,
No, these are mine.
Is it satisfying, huh?
Yeah. The best part is, I actually don't need a mod to do this.
Alright, you handle him. I'm gonna pop the Devotion Shrine. Ah, I got poisoned.
Is Violet actually getting hit by it? Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
That skill's not right. My inventory.
But
Inventory's
secretly
full.
has immunity, and he's the only boss in the game to have it.
Oh, that green, you picked it up.
Oh, do you want it?
No, you can have it.
I mean, I'm just gonna sell it.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I did some item juggling because my
Carry
inventory's full.
anymore.
That's fine, though.
Now I'm the one following you.
You look clear now. Well done.
So, I think the only modding question I really have is... What is the basics you should know before getting into doing modding for this game?
That's a good question. You don't really need to know much.
Well, that's good.
You know, knowing some stuff would help, but essentials, there's not a whole lot. I would say be prepared to be frustrated.
I think that's a
because you
given.
will be frustrated.
I think that's kind of a given.
Yeah. Ooh, I leveled up. I would say knowing how to use Notepad++ would be really helpful.
Notepad++ is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I used it for CSS back when I did websites. And super helpful to have things color-coded.
Yes. All in all, not a whole lot you need to know, really. There's going to be some stuff that you're just not going to be able to do. And looking at what you sent me, I already know there's one thing at least that you can't do.
Okay. We'll get to that a little later, after we go over the other classes.
Yeah.
What I'm going to be working on soon.
But there is a lot that you can do, and if someone tells you you can't do something, like I'm going to tell you you can't do something, I would take that with a grain of salt, because you can usually get creative with it and figure something out.
So you can very much fudge a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, like this mod that we're using right now has been fudged.
Fudged up one side and down the other. Keebler elves would be impressed by the amount of fudge on this. Okay, so because I know we're gonna have to look at the other classes in some form of visual way, I am actually going to do a little cheating on this guy. Okay, so giving up any pretense of yeah, we're doing this legitimately. I just did a quick reset of my character skills, because sometimes you need to do that when you look at mods. So soldier, you mentioned cadence.
Yes.
So one charge level is 100%. Is this your representation of doing the double hit? Like it'll be percentage based? So like,
I have no idea what you're asking. The charge levels is how much you need, how many times you need to hit before the next hit does the cadence hit.
oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, at 16 of 16, it's 4 charge levels, so you have to hit 4 times to get it to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the 5th hit does it.
Okay, that makes sense. That's kind of a cool way to do that ability, because you could do it low or high.
Yeah, and I wanted to do the high, make it a little higher, because there's always been a bit of anti-synergy with cadence and like the Nightblade proc skills.
Right.
So giving more ability to proc stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, the first transmuter is the same. Fighting form.
It's very different. Better damage values. The maximum targets, melee and ranged, scales over its levels.
Okay.
So when you max it, I think you get like 4 melee targets and 3 projectiles.
Okay, that's cool. And then the new transmuter, Ravage,
Yeah.
just jacks the damage way up and has life leech.
Yep.
Okay,
And gives you a little more targets
gotcha.
for melee.
Kind of a little bit Blade Archy for cadence with this.
Yeah, it's kind of a circular blade arc
Okay.
thing. Although you can't quite get as many targets as blade arc. That's
Right.
something we're keeping an eye on.
That makes sense. Deadly momentum.
We changed its bonus damage percent. Okay, rephrase. Percent bonus damage values into percent all damage.
Okay. That makes
And then we
sense.
gave it percent attack speed as well for the hell of it. And we bumped the duration of the buff up to 7 seconds to go along with having to hit up to 5 times.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's see. Up at the top, Markovian's Advantage.
Nothing changed.
Okay. Zohan's Technique.
At ranks 10 and above, you get, I think, percent all damage.
Okay.
And something else. I don't know what.
Let's see if I can get over there in 10 above. Well, I can't go above 10, but... Oh, no, I can't get to 10. What happened with that? I should look at 9 and then compare 10. 9... just more all damage, it looks like.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. I have 31 skill points to work with, so that's how many points I can go deep on a tree. Okay. Warcry.
Wasn't changed.
You added a taunt.
No, that was there to begin with.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember having a taunt. Huh.
It was added before the release of the game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow, I need to pay attention to this Grim Dawn game. Okay, Break Morale looks about the same.
Yeah, it is.
Terrify looks about the same.
Yeah.
Fighting Spirit is just the same.
It's actually a little different. The skill recharge goes down until it hits 8 seconds, and then when it hits 8 seconds, the duration starts going up.
Oh, okay. That's neat. So you have a potential to keep it going, even though it has the 5% chance of activating. Blade Arc,
Unchanged. Clean Sweep unchanged.
Laceration unchanged.
Yeah.
Okay. Orleans Rage.
We did a lot with it.
Okay. Well, I can't get to it to show it off unless I cheat more, but...
So you have a chance of dealing a lot of percent physical damage.
Uh-huh.
I forget. I think if you get it to 22 out of 12, it's like 25% chance of plus 500% physical damage.
Cool.
And you also have a 5% chance of stunning a target for some degree of time.
Gotcha. It's a cool little addition, because it's more than just damage.
Yeah.
'Cause I mentioned that before, like, they need to be more than just damage on these skills, in all honesty. Okay, so Force Wave.
Force Wave wasn't changed, Tremor wasn't changed, and Internal Trauma wasn't changed, but Rending Force now reduces physical resistance on enemies.
That's cool. Blitz.
We moved it up to make way for the new Transmuter and stuff, because I didn't want Tier 10 to be so clawed on the Soldier Mastery.
Oh, okay.
So we moved it up, gave it plus % all damage, and that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, having all damage just a little bit on like Deadly Momentum and Blitz kind of makes it more multi-class friendly.
Yeah.
So you can do like, say, a Chaos damage build, and Blitz and Deadly Momentum will still be appealing.
Yep, that was the goal.
Blindside?
We gave it, what did we give it? A chance to fumble attacks.
Okay, that's neat.
And the chance goes up. And I think we increased the energy cost slightly because it was minimal
Right.
in the vanilla game.
I mean, it's minimal regardless because it's Blitz.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike.
Wasn't changed.
Okay. Maynard's Will.
It gives you physical resistance up to a certain value, and then after that point, it stops doing anything.
Okay.
And we changed. No, we didn't change anything else. That's
Okay.
it.
Overguard.
Not changed.
Field Command and Squad Tactics.
Field command wasn't changed. Squad tactics, we gave it.
Movement.
It already had all damage, but we gave it better
Okay.
all damage, as well as crit damage, attack speed, and movement speed.
Gotcha.
And we actually took. It had attack speed before, and we took it back a little bit.
Okay. Well, because I always found it weird that it's like they did this correctly, I think, and then went back on it when they actually gave it movement speed.
Yeah.
Because it's squad tactics, and it's like you're supposed to have squad tactics, and to me that's movement more than anything.
Yeah. But they gave the movement speed to Alduin's Rage
Yeah.
because reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, Maynard's Bulwark.
Oh, this was a fun one. We gave it better damage absorption.
Okay.
And we gave it 2 different and very interesting retaliation things.
Okay.
So if you hover over it, it says 10% chance of minus 20% reduced attack speed retaliation. What that actually does is make enemies attack faster because it's a negative reduction.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a retaliation build, they'll attack you faster so that
really,
you can get it going more.
That's really awesome, actually. Because the thing I do with retaliation builds, I can actually point this out real quick, and I'm going to do it for the build that's coming up, is Fervent Rage for Bloody Pox.
Yeah.
You give that to a retaliation build to get the enemies hitting you faster.
Yeah.
So having that built in there is actually kind of awesome.
And alongside that, we gave it damage reduction retaliation. And that is more powerful than it looks because it applies before percent modifiers on enemies.
Okay.
So it reduces their base damage and then they get their percent modifiers.
Okay, that's awesome. So they attack faster, but hit less hard.
Yes.
Cool. Military conditioning, unchanged?
Was not changed, no.
Shield trading.
We very, very slightly improved the shield recovery time and shield block chance. Like, if you max it, I think it's 2% and 3% higher.
Okay. Veterancy, reflected damage
you don't
reduction.
have to. You don't have to invest in this one
Okay.
because there's 2 things that aren't shown in the tooltip for some reason. Like in the next level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Constitution reduces physical requirement. Those are normal. No, is Constitution on there?
Yeah, Constitution is on there.
The resistance to mana burn and life leech reduction. And
Those are
then
new.
The reflected damage reduction.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kind of wanted to make veterancy let you be like a boss, as in, a Grim Dawn boss.
Right. And actually make you want to put points in it.
Yeah. That'd be nice. wouldn't it?
Yeah. Decorated Soldier looks unchanged, and Scars of Battle looks unchanged.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we did Soldier Demo and Arcanist. Let's try to really quickly go over the rest. I don't know how interesting this is to people out there, but we're gonna do it anyways, and then probably play more. So yeah, is there any major changes you want me to point out for Occultist?
In Occultist, there's a couple. So Destruction, the Sigil of Consumption modifier, it now gives % weapon damage again. It used to in the past, but they removed it and now we gave it back.
Awesome. Doombolt. Someone said you did something to Doombolt.
Yes. We're unfortunately not going to be able to show it because you don't have enough skill points. But you'll notice Doombolt has a built-in celestial power.
I see that. Is it 100% chance on enemy death it Doombolts again?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
I tried to do that, but it turns out if you have an infinite loop like that, the game crashes when you load it.
That's good to know, actually. Okay, what does it do when you kill things?
It creates a chaos pool underneath nearby enemies.
Oh, okay.
So you know what, who is it? Thau Nosh, the Dark Veil Gate boss?
Yeah.
that chaos vortex thing he summons. It's that,
Okay.
basically.
Cool.
What else did we do?
So I'm seeing on possession you gave it energy regen.
Yeah, it had an energy cost per second before, and it was the only exclusive skill in the game to have it, so we've removed that. And then we gave it % energy regen
Okay.
as well.
And damage absorption?
It had that before.
Oh, it did?
That was unchanged. Yeah.
Again, I should really pay attention to the game. Soleil's looks the same.
Yeah. Dreeg is the
Dreeg
same.
is the same, obviously. Bloody Pox.
Bloody Parts got changed a lot. On the base skill, it reduces enemies' health regeneration by 1%.
Okay. That's neat.
And then on the first modifier, it gives enemies minus flat health regeneration.
Oh. That's actually kind of an awesome ability.
Yeah, and you can't resist that either.
you
It's
can't.
unresistible. Yeah, so it's perfectly effectual on bosses and everything.
Okay.
And then on Black Death, it has reduced resistances as
okay,
well.
that's neat. So it's basically you just degrade an enemy. You just completely degenerate
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Curse of Frailty.
Not changed.
Okay.
Vulnerability wasn't changed.
Blood of Dreeg looks unchanged as well. Blood of Dreeg,
Yeah.
by the way, now that it works like Pneumatic Burst, is awesome.
Yeah. Really is.
Just especially when you get Aspect of the Guardian to cap, and it gives you like 12% physical resistance. Okay, Summon Familiar.
The Storm, we did a lot with Summon Familiar. Like, we did a lot with all the pets.
Okay.
The Storm Orb, the Familiar's auto attack, has a 100% chance to pass through enemies. Mm-hmm. Mend Flesh is a better heal, and it has an area of effect, so that it'll heal potentially more than one target at once.
That makes sense.
Storm Spirit got a little bit buffed, and
The Lightning
the fourth
Retaliation?
modifier. Oh yeah, it got new. Yeah, that.
I'm using it right now on a character,
Words.
so I'm like, oh, that's not there. And Lightning
And
Storm?
then Lightning Storm replaced Lightning Strike, and it's essentially the Squall relic
Okay.
with a little extra.
Okay. Bonds looks the same.
Not changed.
Manipulation's the same. Summon Hellhound.
We gave it slightly more health. At maximum level, it should have 4,000 more health.
Okay.
Ember Claw wasn't changed. Hellfire. Take a look at Hellfire.
That's a lot of bonuses. Health and energy?
Yep.
You're insane. I love it.
So it buffs, it gives more health and energy to your pets and you in an area of effect.
Cool.
And then Infernal Breath has damage values that aren't totally bad.
Okay. Alrighty then. Nightblade.
Execution got improved slightly,
Okay.
and that's really it for the dual wield line.
Okay.
Blade Spirit got changed, but I forget how.
I couldn't tell you by looking at it.
What? We didn't change a whole lot in Nightblade.
Okay.
Vein of Frost got changed to Vein of Venom and converts piercing to acid
Okay.
instead of piercing to cold.
Why does it still freeze then? LOL, no, it converts
I keep
poison
forgetting
acid.
to
Key.
I keep forgetting to change that phrase. Yeah, it's supposed to be petrify.
Okay.
Hot fix incoming.
Freeze,
Shadow
petrify. It's basically
Strike.
the same thing in this game.
Yeah, more or less. Shadow Strike wasn't changed, nor were any of its modifiers. Elemental Awakening changed, but I forget how.
Probably just damage increases,
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
because it does. It looks like it does the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I actually think the pneumatic burst line is probably a perfect set of skills.
Yeah, more or less.
Looks like Veil of Shadow and Night's Chill are the same.
They Blade Barrier got somewhat improved. Its retaliation is better.
Okay.
I think it didn't have +% all retaliation before. I think it just had piercing retaliation.
Okay. And you mentioned Blade Trap does the thingy that you did with Electra's Flash Freeze, where it does the iterative immobilization.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is very powerful, because that means you can use -X% defensive ability on bosses.
Oh. Yeah, that's always a great ability to have. Devouring Blades looks the same.
More or less.
Okay.
Somewhat better stats, I think.
And, you put a little vitality damage into Anatomy of Murder, it looks like. And physical res
Yes.
and Phantasmal Armor.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can't see it on Merciless Repertoire, but at ranks 8+, you get % defensive ability.
Okay.
And at ranks 10+, you get % offensive ability.
Okay. Neat. Okay. And finally the Shaman. The Shaman.
What did we do? Feral Hunger and Upheaval got better damage, essentially.
Okay.
Blood Pact got a better chance of giving you attack damage converted to health, and it also increases your total speed.
Ooh. Because Blood Pact's actually really amazing as a buff. So making that better is better.
Indeed, that's the way it works. Storm Surge of Primal Strike, the final modifier, now has a % chance to pass through enemies by default.
Oh, neat.
So you can shoot Primal Strike, activate Torrent, and then pass through an enemy and activate Torrent again.
Yeah, like that ability needed to be better.
Stormcaller's Pact, we gave it back flat lightning damage, and we increased the % crit damage a little
Yeah,
bit.
that always bugged me that it didn't give lightning damage.
Yeah. Like, if you didn't have physical damage to convert off of, or if you had very little, you were out of luck.
Yeah, it wouldn't do much for you.
And the funny thing about that lightning damage is it's very Diablo 2-esque, in that the minimum
Yeah,
is
I see.
always 1.
Oh, okay. Well, it says 2 here for me, but...
That'd be % modifiers and
okay.
stuff.
So yeah,
So
it's always going to be like 1 to 10,000 or something.
Yeah, along those lines. Savagery, you can't see it on the tooltip for some reason, but we made the duration of the Savagery stats, I guess, last 3.5 seconds rather than 2 seconds,
Okay.
just to kind of let you go from pack to pack
Make
a
it
little easier.
just get it a little more relaxed.
Yeah. Might of the Bear now works with shields,
Oh, okay.
the transmuter. Tenacity of the Boar gives you a very low chance of very high physical
I see
resistance.
that.
So again, kind of trying to get you to go pack to pack over
Right.
and over and over aggressively. And we also increased its offensive and defensive ability
Well,
somewhat.
and it also makes it appealing to actually put points on it.
Yeah. And Storm Touched, we very minimally adjusted the attack speed.
Okay.
Wind Devil was completely unchanged, as was Devouring Swarm and Grasping Vines, and Primal Spirit.
Okay.
Ground Slam does more damage, and it gives more threat. It had generate additional threat, and then I increased that value, but I have no idea what the new value means. I assume higher is more.
I mean, it only works a tiny amount of the time anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, more
But
more
hey,
than,
when it does work,
Yeah, when it does work, you get like Bolivar Bloodletter targeting this guy, and you can just sit there and kill that asshole. So yeah, it actually works really great when it works.
Yep. Primal Bond wasn't changed, and Madragon's Pact has some interesting additions.
Oh, the requirement things.
Yep. So, and the health regen and energy regen is better, so
Okay.
you can put points in it now.
I have a character that uses it though, that actually put points in it.
Yeah, I have a couple, but only a couple.
Yeah.
And Oak Skin increases % armor.
Oh, awesome. So you actually have oak skin,
Yeah.
and that covers all the classes.